Today's lesson will cover Steve Jobs' Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish commencement speech, paragraphs 12 through 14. Our objectives: I can determine the main idea of an informational text based on details in the text. I can analyze how a particular sentence, paragraph, chapter, or section fits in and contributes to the development of ideas in a text. So first, we will start with identifying the gist and the main idea. So what I will do, I will read paragraphs 12, 13, and 14, and your job will be to identify the gist or the main idea of each paragraph. Paragraph 12. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could ever happen to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. Paragraph 13. During the next 5 years, I started a company called Next, another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. Pixar went on to create the world's first computer animated feature film, Toy Story, and is now the most successful animation studio in the world. In a remarkable turn of events, Apple bought Next. I returned to Apple, and the technology we developed at Next is at the heart of Apple's current renaissance. And Lorraine and I have a wonderful family together. Paragraph 14. I'm pretty sure none of this would have happened if I hadn't been fired from Apple. It was awful tasting medicine, but I guess the patient needed it. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. And that is true for your work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking until you find it. Don't settle. So those were the 3 paragraphs, 12 to 14. Now you will go to your gist worksheet. You will make a copy. And here you will have each of the paragraphs that I just read, and you can reread them, and you will write the gist or the main idea in each of the boxes. Once you are done on your end, at the top you will see, it's not on my screen, a turn-in screen, a turn-in button, and you will hit turn-in. Next, we will work with our text-dependent questions. So again, I will not reread these paragraphs as I've read them already. For each paragraph, you will have a question that needs to be answered, and you will need to use evidence from the text to support your answers. So for paragraph 12, our question is, why does he make that claim? What evidence does he present in paragraphs 12 to 14 to support this claim? So you need to identify what his claim is. Next one, paragraph 13. Why does Steve Jobs talk about his wife, Lorraine, in this sentence? How does this story add to the meaning of this section about love and loss? In paragraph 14, what does he mean here? Does he mean life literally hits you in the head with a brick? So once you are there, you go down, you click on your text-dependent questions link. You'll make a copy. You will read each of the directions and questions, and you will type your answers in the notes section. So you have 3 questions to answer for this part of the assignment. Once you are done, you will do the assessment piece. So you should have read chapters 8 and 9 of Bud Not Buddy, as it was assigned to you on Monday. So you will complete the assignment in the link below, in which you will compare Bud to Steve. So again, here we are using Jamboard. It was used in a previous lesson. So what you will do, the question is, after reading this part of the speech, so paragraph 12 to 14, what new connections can you see between Steve Jobs and Bud? How are their experiences similar? How are they different? And again, you will click on a post-it, type your note, Bud has changed. I'm just using this for an example. You can hit save. You can put it here if it's something that's different. So your outside circles of the Venn diagram are what is different about them. The inside, if you want to say that they both changed, so Bud, let's see, and Steve have changed. This is just an example. You can put it in the middle because you're talking about the both of them, something that they both did, something that is similar between the two of them. So that's your assessment. And your homework, you will read chapter 10 of Bud Not Buddy by Monday, May 11th. On Monday, May 11th, there will be a lesson for you to complete, and we will discuss this lesson on Wednesday, May 13th. So it is very important that you get this chapter 10 and the assignment that's posted on Monday complete. It will actually post Sunday evening at 8 o'clock. So if you want to get a head start on it, that would be awesome. But please make sure that you have it complete by Wednesday, May 13th for our discussion and assessment. If you have any questions, please reach out to me through Google Classroom, through the Remind app, or through email. And that concludes our lesson.